Hey guys, we're live. Sorry I'm a little late. Had a bit of technical difficulty, and this is actually a crazy time of year for me with the busy Etsy selling season. So bear with me. I'm going to do a quick little live stream today. My name is Heather Boyd Wire, if you don't already know me. I'm going to just pull up the video on my computer so I can see what's going on and make sure that it's public, and I'm a little later than usual, so you'll have to excuse me for that. So I'm gonna get some stuff ready. We're just gonna do a little experimentation today. If you're hopping on, introduce yourself, say hello. I'm gonna just pull up the comments here so I can have a look, and as usual I'm gonna flip the screen around, so let's do it. Hey Lavender, how are you? I'm gonna flip my screen, bring it around here. Perfect. So if you're wondering what we're going to do a little bit of experimenting with some nail polish. I'm going to just bring my camera down a little bit, pull my cord out of the way so it's not in the way, and I'll just get all my stuff up. Oh, this cord is doing funny things. There we go. Perfect. I'm going to get my tools, my favorite pliers. Hey Leslie, how are you? And we're going to get these are my favorite flat pliers, my favorite round pliers. Hey Inga, how are you? Cutters, and let me see I have my other favorite flat pliers here. These are the larger round nose pliers. I'm going to try with some 24 gauge wire. And I also wanted to try some green wire, so I have this super thin little 28 gauge wire, which might be too thin, but we're gonna see. So Pere is here too from Proctorville, Ohio. Nice. Oh, Debbie. Okay, there we go. Hey, Debbie. I'm gonna have trouble keeping track of people's usernames because a lot of people use different usernames, so you'll just have to bear with me and remind me if I forget your usernames. So we're a little late today. I'm really sorry about that. But it is our crazy kind of busy season. So Shafia is there too. Hello, hello. So what I'm working on a sort of a secret project for a friend. And I have a little wire base, or a little wooden base here that I bought at the dollar store. I painted it green, but what I wanted to do is put a bunch of like little flowers and things on it. So I had got some flowers out of the dollar store. Hey Clarice, how are you? And Shafia is here from India. Wow, what time is it in India? That's you're a fair distance away. So here's some little flowers I was thinking to put on here because I'm going to do a little wire sculpture on top as well, but I want to do a mixed media thing as well. And Yvonne's there too. Wow, Yvonne, I haven't seen you on the live stream in a while. And Kathy, all the regulars, you guys are awesome. And so I have all these plastic and fabric flowers that I want to put around the base with a little wire sculpture as well. So what I want to do, I thought it would be fun to experiment with doing some nail polish flowers. So if you guys have already done a nail polish flowers, let me know. Hey Joyce, how are you? So I'm going to push this aside. I bought some nail polish at the dollar store. It's the only green I could find, so I'm definitely going to have to find some other colors, but I just wanted to experiment. And I did a quick look on YouTube for how to make the nail polish flowers, and I saw that some of them even dip the wire in glue first, but I don't have time to do that, so I'm going to see what I could do for that. Joyce is incognito at work. Okay, yes, so you have to keep your headphones on for sure and be discreet. So maybe you have a little trick. So a trick for the nail polish. We're going to give this a try and see. So this is 24 gauge. Some of the people doing the tutorials use 20 gauge, but I want to make my flowers quite small. So I'm going to start with this 24 gauge wire. And sort of the technique that they do is they make some circles, and then each circle has to be its own little closed circle. It's like doing a bubble blower where you have to close the circle to be able to form the bubble. And I've actually made bubble blowers for kids out of wire, which is super fun as well. So Lavender says Sabrina in San Antonio. Oh, it's Sabrina. Oh my goodness, you guys. I'm going to have trouble keeping track of these names. I wish everybody would just use their regular name as their username. It would make it a lot easier, but what can we do, right? So let's just go ahead and make these. I don't want to make it too small to start. So why don't I just go ahead and make them, I'll make them like I'll get a Sharpie. I'll get this end of my Sharpie and try this and we just want to make 5 circles and see if that's going to work. Is that going to be, it's going to be maybe a little bit too big, but so the idea is you just make a circle and twist the wire around. Okay, so that's going to be one. And then we want to make another one. So we're just going to bend it a bit. And then we'll make another circle. I think this is going to be too big. So you know what, let's just try, just for fun, let's just try the size first to see if it's going to work. And if it's not going to work, we're going to have to make it smaller. So let's get this. I'm just going to get a little plastic to put it on so I don't get it all over the place. And yeah, like I said, you guys let me know if you've done this before, because I've never done this. So this is interesting. So guys, this is when I tried to make them, the polish wouldn't stay and the circle kept popping. That's what I'm afraid of. So a lot of the people on, when I've seen the tutorials online, you know what they seem to do is they seem to put wood first. So like or not wood glue first. So yeah, I see right away that this is not working at all. So let's just cut that one off. We're gonna check that because it's way too small now, or too big. So let's just take that off, making a mess. Okay, I'll take that one off, throw it away, and we'll try a smaller one. The other thing I thought of doing was actually to take, you know, that wire that's covered with fabric, yeah, it's kind of like a fabric, kind of like fibers. It might stick better to something like that. So let's try if we just do like a really super small one like that, see if that's going to work any better. And if not, we're going to try something else. So let's see if we just put a little bit of, yeah, I think this nail polish isn't great either because it's dollar store nail polish. So I'm going to just switch up my nail polish for now. Let's just try this and get some other stuff. Okay, here's a different brand. So I'll just try this one. And if it doesn't work, I'm going to try something totally different. So it says, JC says, hi, Jane. Oh, awesome. I think you need a primer. Yes, exactly. So that's what a lot of the tutorials were saying, that you actually need to do wood glue first. Which makes total sense. So what I'm going to do is, let me just clean this one off. I'll try a different brand, because there were definitely some tutorials that used just nail polish from the start. So this is one of these incidents. Yeah, see, so you can, this one works a little better with this brand here. So that's a good thing, just to have like a little one like that. So that seems to be okay. So let me just try to make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so I'm just going to leave that here to dry. I don't know how long it takes to dry, but we're going to see. And I will do another one, but this time I'm going to do the 5 petals, because I want to see if it's going to work with the 5 petals. So it looks like it really depends on your brand of nail polish. So let me move that at the side. I'm going to let it dry, and I'll just show you the idea for how to set up the flowers. So the idea is you just sort of bend this. You do your initial circle. Okay, I'm going to make it a little bit bigger and hope it's going to work. Okay, and then you do need to close the circle. So we're going to close the circle around. Okay, and then we'll do another one. Okay, we're going to bend this, and then I'll also show you how I do little flowers with just the beads, because what I might end up doing for my project is do a combination of the beads and the nail polish flowers. So, but like I said, the idea is you always have to like close the circle. So if we go around here, and there, and like I said, you could also look at some of the tutorials on YouTube, and some of them seem to use this wood glue. I'm wondering if maybe you could also use hot glue. That might work. How about you if you dip it in that puddle? Yeah, so like make like a little puddle of nail polish and dip it. That might work better too. We could definitely do that. I have a lot of, let's try that one next. We'll make like a little puddle, and then we'll just, oops, this one didn't get twisted around enough. And then we'll try to dip it and see how that works. The other thing you could do is maybe make individual petals and then attach them together after. That might work as well, to do little individual petals, because this is a little finicky doing it this way, but ultimately it might save time than having to do them individually. But I think I will try some individual ones now. So we'll do 5 that are actually attached, and then we're going to do a bunch of individual ones because they might be easier to dip if they're individual. So let's just see, we're just going around here. This is fun though, because I've never tried this. So I love doing these live streams because I try things that I've never tried before, which is super fun. So here they are here. So what if we just, if I want to just kind of finish off the flower, okay, we'll just take this, and then we'll take this end and just twist it right around. Okay, we'll twist it right around. And then you can even like maybe save, I'm going to push one of these to the front. Okay, and then what I could do is after these are dipped, I can add a bead in the middle, which would be super cute as well. So because this is going to be super awkward to actually dip, I'm going to try to paint these. And something else that they did in some of the tutorials was actually give them a little bit of shape, which you could try to do too, but I don't think you should shape them too much, or yeah, the nail polish might not stay. So here's like 5 petals, and let me try one of the other nail polish. My friend Allison gave me all this nail polish because I don't wear nail polish. So let's see if this brand works okay. This is Sally Hansen. So let's see if Sally Hansen works all right. We'll try this one. And because the petals aren't individual, I won't be able to dip them, but maybe I can just brush it on and hopefully it's going to work. So let's make them a little bit separate so that we can access them. Ooh, this one's really thick. I don't know if this is going to work or not. So the idea is we just put it on here. Might or might not work. Oh yeah, not too bad. You really have to be persistent though. Let's see. What if we paint them? I go around and paint them first, just to give them a little bit, whoa, a little bit of a base, something that something for the nail polish to stick to. So let's go around them first and maybe let it dry a little bit. This one is really, really thick. I'm going to see if I have one that's a little bit thinner. We're going to let that dry a little bit. Here's Avon. I don't know if Avon's a good brand. If you guys know a good brand of nail polish, let me know. So let's try Avon and see what it's like. I'm just going to shake this. And then I'll try the idea of doing a little puddle and dipping it in the puddle, because I think that's a good idea. So here's the Avon brand. Okay, we'll see. And if you guys want to write in the comments what you're up to for the holidays, are you doing any crafting for the holidays? Are you guys doing any DIY projects? I'd be curious to know what everybody's up to. So here's the Avon one. Let's see if it's going to work. I don't know if this is dry enough, but we'll see. So we'll just try this and go around here. I don't think the Avon one is super good. No, I think the Avon one is not super good. So let me just get the extra off. There we go. Okay, so Avon's not so good. So let's go back to Sally Hansen and see if she's any good. So we'll take that one, and because it looked like it was working, but I'm not sure if I have enough here. So I think that we might have to do some kind of primer thing, or maybe these ones are too big. Maybe these petals are too big. Hey Kat, how are you? Leslie stained glass. Ooh, Oh, okay. You're doing stained glass. Okay, that's cool. Wow. Actually, that just gave me an idea. You can buy stained glass paint that's kind of sticky. I wonder if it would work for something like this. It might. Yeah, see this one's not working well at all. I think we're gonna have to do the dip thing. So, but this one was working. So let me just see if it's going to work for this size, this brand. I think the petal is just simply too big. I think that's the problem. Okay, so that one didn't work. If anything, we're gonna need like a little primer thing. So let's try the idea of doing like a little puddle. Okay, so let's do that. I'm gonna put that at the side, and then I'm going to get, let me try this small, like super skinny wire. This is actually a 28 gauge wire, which is almost like a thread. Okay, so Yvonne says, my 2 college granddaughters and their roomies asked for denim and leather jewelry. Oh, how fun. That's a cool idea. I like that. Huh. Perfect. And Clary said a Grinch pendant. That's fun. I did that years ago. I bought nail polish from the Dollar Tree. Yes, yeah. So I think the dollar store one that I bought isn't so good, but we're going to try it this way. So this is 28 gauge wire that I've just made a little circle with. And let's try the dip thing, because I think that's a good idea. I think it's a good idea to dip it. And so we're going to get the nail polish. Oops. Take that away. Let's pour a little puddle and just see if, whoa, that's too much. Okay, so that's all right. And then we're gonna dip it. Okay, and it works. Okay, it works from the Dollar Tree. So maybe it depends on the brand at the Dollar Tree. So see, yeah, this works quite well when you actually dip it. So that was a really good idea to dip it in there. This brand seems not too bad. So what I would do for that I would make like 5 of these and then just dip them in. And then you're going to need some way to kind of hang them up to actually so they can dry. So that worked really well. I'm going to put that one at the side, and I'm going to get the purple one to see if it's going to work as well. So let's go ahead, and I kind of like this with the thin wire. Because it's going to be easier to work with if we use the thin wire. So let's just try that. It's going to be easier to put together. Yay, the dipping worked. It's awesome. Yeah, so here we go. So let's do another round one. So the size of the circle seems to be about, oh, maybe a 1/4 inch max. It's not too big. I like this really thin wire. I think there's a lot you can do with it. And because I'm not making jewelry, I'm making like a decoration thing. It doesn't have to be super strong. So I'm missing some comments. It says, hey Heather, I use most any nail polish, but I used a good drop on the brush. Yes, exactly. I guess you need more for sure. Yeah. So let's put this here a little bit more. I don't know if this is liquidy enough. That's the trouble. I think this one might not. Yeah, this one's like super stuck. So let's not do that. Let's go back to the dollar store one and see if it's any good. Boy, I'm gonna be really high on nail polish, guys. This stuff is really strong, but that's okay. All in the sake of art, right? We're just gonna test it, and these colors are really pretty. So let's put a little bit here and see if we can make a bit of a puddle. This one's quite thick. I'm surprised it wasn't really working. So let's try that. And I saw doing with school glue. Yes, that's it. So I think a lot of the tutorials, they use glue first and then they brush on the nail polish off after. So that definitely could be something to try. So yeah, so here's this one here. And see, it seems to work quite well when you dip it. So as long as it'll stay in there, that's why I was thinking maybe it would be a good idea to actually use a kind of a wire that has, what do you call it, that has fabric on it. I've certainly seen that before. And there's a color glue out there too. Oh, that would be a good idea too. Or like I said, that stained glass paint might work. So I think it's definitely something that I'm going to do some experimenting with. So what I'm going to do now is maybe what I'll do is just to show the idea of what I was thinking is I'll just make a bunch of these quickly and then let them dry. And while they dry, I'm going to do something else. And then we'll put them together after to make an actual flower. So let's go ahead. Let me move this one over. Okay, and then let's do 5 of them. We'll do 5 and then we'll put them together after. So that would be good. So Claire says add glue first and put the varnish on starting with the stem in the middle. Yeah, I think that's the consensus. I think we should probably do the glue first, which is good. And I wonder if it would work with hot glue just for the sake of doing it quickly, like getting it done quickly. I don't know if that would be a good idea or not. It might not work, but you know, I love hot glue for some projects because it dries so quickly, whereas some of the other things like the glue, like the white glue, it does take a good amount of time to dry, which slows the process down a little bit. So, but that's, you know, that can happen. So maybe maybe something like that. And I had some other ideas that I was going to try to make flowers with fabric and all different things like that. But I thought for today we'll, you know, try the nail polish thing, see how it goes. I'll do 5 of these petals and dip them, and then I'm going to just let them dry. Like nail polish doesn't take too long to dry, so it shouldn't be too bad. And then we'll go from there. So yeah, and then other than that, I've just been working on a lot of orders for Etsy because it's our busy season. It's pretty almost finished by now because I can't get out any more orders for Christmas. But it's been a lot of fun. I've done a lot of custom orders for little musician ornaments and lacrosse, kayaks, all kinds of things like that. So it's a lot of fun. Okay, so there's all our petals. Okay, and I'm just going to close this one off. I started with Christmas gifts. Yes, yeah, I bet you guys do a lot of DIY gifts too, which is awesome. People really appreciate that. So let's bring this back and we're going to dip I think I'm going to need more. I'm going to need more nail polish. So let's pour some more. This is the dollar store one. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Pretty colors though. They're very pastel-y. Okay, so let's get that one in there. Okay, that seems good. I guess you have to kind of get the extra out as well. This is sort of a labor of love. I don't think I would mass produce anything like this, but it's just the process of learning like how it works type of thing. So yeah, so if we just give these a good little dip, they seem not too bad. Like when you do the flower small enough, it seems pretty good. So Louise says, hi there, Heather. Yes, I'm catching you live. Yes, Louise, that's awesome. And we're doing a funny little one today. We're just trying to work out this whole idea of doing dipped flowers, like with the nail polish, and it's somewhat successful. This is the very thin wire. This is the 28 gauge wire, and it seems not too bad. I'm going to run out of hands here trying to hold all these in place, but we want to do 5 petals and then put them together. And then what I'll do is let them dry, and I'm going to show you guys how to do another kind of flower with beads. So we're going to do this, and then I'm putting together this sculpture for a friend that is going to involve like having little mini flowers. So this is why I wanted to do this, because I wanted to make a whole bunch of like little mini flowers. So there we go. So Shane says, Merry Christmas, Heather. Merry Christmas to you too. Happy holidays. And Claire says, once you've managed to put the varnish, get a potato and stand up. Yes, that's what I need. I need something to stick these in. Get a potato. I'm here. And Rainey says, finally, been busy. Yes, awesome. A foam stick. So maybe, I'm trying to think of what I have that's nearby. Let's see if this will work. I have a toilet paper roll. Let's see if that's going to work. And maybe if I just stick it in between the sheets, it might work. We're going to have to see. This is all that I have that's handy. So Let's try to put these in here. Oh, not too bad. There we go. Yeah, it's much easier than trying to find a piece of foam. So there we go. Nice, classy toilet paper roll. Perfect. Yeah, we're stuck holding them down. Not anymore. I've got my roll. So perfect. So these are going to dry. And then while those dry, I'm going to show you guys how to do a quick little flower out of beads. So I think this wire might be a little bit thin to use the 28 gauge. So I'm going to use the 24 gauge. So here's 24 gauge wire. And if you want to do like a quick flower, let me move some of this other stuff out of the way. I don't know how long those are going to take to dry, but hopefully not too long. And so to do a quick little flower, what I would do is leave enough to do like a little stem and then bend that at a right angle. Okay, we're going to bend this at a right angle and then get a bunch of little beads. These might be a little too big, but I'm going to try it with these. So these are my 4mm miracle beads, which, as most of you know, these are my favorite beads. I love miracle beads. They're so pretty and shiny, and yeah, they're really beautiful. So if we're going to put on 6 beads, and I've made rings like this as well. I have a video about how to make a little daisy ring that uses the exact same idea for how to make a flower. And I think I have earrings as well that we do with that. So let's just put these on here. So we put six beads, and then just turn, like hold them thumb and finger, turn them around, okay? And it's gonna make a nice little size. And so we just bring that around. And then you would want a contrasting, we pulled that wire across there, and then we want a contrasting bead for the middle. So if we put like a little turquoise one on there, we'll put a turquoise bead in the middle, okay? And that makes a cute little flower. And then all you would have to do is bend this in here. I just had an idea that I want to try something else after this too, because it made me think it would look cute if it was a little fancier. So here's just like the little one here. And now if this wire was green, it would be great because we could, I mean, I'm going to do it anyways. I'm going to make like little leaves. So if we do like a little green, like little leaves around here. Okay, so we're just going to get my round pliers. And maybe we could even do the nail polish thing with this. So if we're going to just twist these and then twist it around, twist, and then we can just do another one. Let's just do it freehand. Sometimes it's nicer to do it freehand than actually using the pliers, and it gives it a nice kind of organic feel to it. So I should have done that with the other side because it would look a little more, sometimes when you use the pliers it looks like very stiff. So if we just go around like that and bring that down, then we have like our little leaves like that. So here, cute little flower. And let's see what we can do with the nail polish now to fill in the flowers a little bit. Did I have another? Okay, this is the one. Let's try that one. This was the one that my friend gave me for these. And Kat says, oh no, I need to charge my phone. Okay, have a good day, Kat. Thanks for hopping on. So let's go ahead and try to paint the wire. I don't know if that's going to work. That's an idea, and it's actually not a bad idea if you're doing something that isn't going to have a lot of wear and tear. Like if you're doing earrings, for example, they might have a lot of wear and tear, so I wouldn't necessarily advise painting the wire because it might peel off. But because this is going to be an ornament that is not going to, you know, come into contact with, you know, people touching it every day or whatever, it's kind of a neat idea. I kind of like this idea of painting the wires. So let's just go ahead. Oh, I'm going to it forms a skin across the wire. Exactly. Yeah, I think it's kind of cool. And I really have to get a better color of green for the nail polish, but this is kind of not too bad. So let's see if we can get a good gob across for the leaves. I don't know if it's going to work or not because it's going to be hard to dip now that I oh, there we go. See that you just need a really good gob for it to be able to fill in. There we go. See, that's not too bad. You know, it's a little gobby. Maybe the, oop, there we go. We lost it again. Yeah, you have to be careful to put enough, but not too much because like, I like the idea of it being slightly transparent, but you would just need a nail polish that's more transparent than that. But that's kind of interesting. I'm kind of liking what this is doing. Like it's kind of cool. So what I would do now is just put this one to dry. And oh, again, I'm going to have trouble because of the little end. So maybe if I just put it in I'm going to hold it with this and then stick it back in my lovely little toilet paper roll. Make sure it goes like right in there so I don't lose it. Oh, it doesn't want to go down. Maybe closer to the edge. There we go. Perfect. So there we go. We're going to let that dry a little bit. And then I'm going to try another flower like I did before, but I'm going to do it a little twist to it. I'm going to just add a little bit of wire to it because I like that little daisy, but I want to make one that's a little more fancy. So Peggy, I'm late. Oh, that's okay. I started late. And yeah, got it, Louise. I got hopefully it's not going to pop. It should be okay. So let's try again for the little daisy flower, but let's add a bit of extra to it. So what I'll do for that is I'm going to just bend this again on the angle so we have a little bit of a stem. And I probably won't paint this one. I'm just gonna do it to play with it. So let's put on 6 beads again. These are the miracle beads, the 4mm miracle beads. I buy these ones on Etsy, and actually it's a company in China and they don't charge shipping. It's free shipping. They have really nice miracle beads, and the delivery doesn't take as long as one might think coming from China. It's pretty quick delivery. So Peggy says I was stuck on the phone with insurance. Oh, yes, that's always fun. I hope you have a speakerphone so you don't have to hold it up to your ear the whole time. And I usually try to multitask while I'm on hold. So here's our six beads, and then we're just going to do the same where we twist it around. Oh, I lost my bend here, so because the wire is quite thin. So let's just bend it back, because otherwise we're going to lose our beads. So there we go. And then we're going to twist it around. Okay. And make a full circle. And this one. And this design was actually one I learned from my friend Mine. I've mentioned her in some other videos before. I met her when I started selling jewelry on the streets of Montreal many years ago, and she was making little rings with that daisy design, and I learned that from her. So here we go. So if we're going to put another little bead in the middle, and let's see if this is going to work. I'm going to you need a flexible wire for this. So this is like the 24 gauge, and I think it's like a copper wire. So I'm just looking at this because what I was thinking, it would be fun to do like little petals, and either I could string them back through those, or I'm thinking maybe I can just go under this way. Let's just try it this way, because I could like go back through these beads, but I think I'm going to try it this way where we just bring this around. Okay, and then I think, well, we could either make a full turn around or not. I don't think we have to even. I was going to twist it around twice, but I'm thinking maybe we can just go right through to see. So if we're just, it's almost like, you know what it feels like? It feels like I'm kind of crocheting with the wire in a sense, because it's just the way that it just kind of goes through quite organically. I feel like I'm sewing in a way. So we're just going to go through. We're going to do all of our little petals. I'm going over and under just to get it all the way around. I think there's a lot of potential for this design, and this was actually not planned whatsoever. This is just happening super organically from going from one project to the next, which is really, you know, how you, the creative process is how you start with one idea and then it just morphs into something else. So Wendy says, hi from Wendy. Hey, Wendy. And Rainey says, are miracle beads glass, or I'm pretty sure they're a kind of a plastic. Yeah, I don't think they're glass. They're very lightweight, so yeah, they must be plastic. But they're beautiful. They look like they could be glass. They don't look, I don't think they look cheap at all. I think they look really nice. So okay, so let's bring this one through here. Okay, and there. Wow, that's really pretty. I had no idea I was going to make that, but it's really, really nice. So then we're going to bend this. Okay, so this is a brand new design. This you could use this for earrings. You can use it for anything. I mean, my idea was to do this as like part of my design, like to do like a little standing thing. But what do you guys think this should be? Should that be earrings? Or a necklace? I'm wondering what that should be. It's lovely, eh? It's totally unplanned, but I like the way it looks. It's really cool. Could even put it on a little bookmark. There's all kinds of things that you could do with it. And like I said, it feels like I was crocheting. So it's almost the same. You know, when you could do a daisy chain with crochet, it's the same type of thing, which is really cool. So guys, let's go back to our flower that we started to see if these bits are dry. So here's our little bits that we started before. Rennie says, I love the flower. You can make these into a lapel pin too. It's true, eh? Yeah, so here we go. And lots of flower emojis from Clarice. Awesome. Clarice is the emoji queen. I have to admit that. And Clarice, I love those collages you do when you share your work in the Wire Art and Jewelry Makers Club. They're so beautiful. So here's all our little bits that look like it looks like the nail polish is dry. They almost look like little balloons you can make. Wouldn't that be cute to do like a little person? Excuse me, I'm just choking on nail polish. It would be really cute to do like a little stick girl or stick person holding a bunch of balloons. That would be really cute on a little card, like a little scrapbooking card or something. That would be super cute. So now these are super tiny, so it's going to be hard to do, but the idea is to put them together in a way that they're going to look like a flower. So how are we going to do that? Oh, bye, Louise. Thanks for hopping on. We'll see you in the Facebook group. And so we're going to go ahead and just try to put these all together. What I'm wondering is, would it be easier just to stack them and separate them? Let's try that rather than to do them individually, because I think it's going to take a long time. So let's just stack these up, our little petals, and see if that's going to work. And if that doesn't work, I'll take them apart and do it individually. So we've got our little petals. We'll stack them up here and hope they don't break in the process. So we've got all of our little petals stacked up. And then what if we just kind of twist this? Okay, we'll just take this and twist it. Because the wire is very, very thin, it's the 28 gauge wire, right? So it's very thin, so it should work out okay. And so we have them all attached here. How's our weather in Canada? Well, today is not too bad. It's about 0 degrees Celsius, but tomorrow it's going to get cold again. So we have really yo-yo weather up here. Like one day it's warm, one day it's cold, and yeah, we got a bit of snow last night. Now, I think my nail polish wasn't 100% dry because they're ripping, as you can see, but that's the idea. If they were dry, it would have worked really well, but because the nail polish wasn't 100% dry, it broke a little bit. So I'm going to try to fix that if I can, but that's the idea. It looks really cute. I like doing this separately. Wendy says, I miss snow at Christmas. Oh, okay, yeah, well, yeah, it's nice. It's definitely nice having snow at Christmas. I get a little tired of the snow after a while, but it's beautiful. I have to admit that. It is very beautiful. So then what we could do is we can, if you wanted to, with these little extra bits of green, I'm wondering if we could just form some little leaves with that. So we can try that. We can just take these little bits here and then maybe form some little leaves. Let's just try that a little bit. So we're going to form some little leaves here. Okay, and I'm going to touch up what broke after. So we're just going to bring that down and then maybe do another little leaf on this side. Oh boy, I could do this for hours, guys. This is like crafting plus. I just love this. So last night I went to my friend Allison's house and we made those little snowflakes with the sea glass, the ones that Debbie had the idea for, and that was really nice. She made a little one that was really, really beautiful. So that's cool. So here's our little I'm just going to bring it down here. So there's the flower. I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do at the end after, because I'm probably going to I want to find a way to put a bunch of flowers on this stand. So that's where I'm going with this project. But let's try to, because one of these got damaged. One of these little things got damaged. So let's go ahead and get the nail polish again and try to touch it up just to fix up. This was the color, right? Yeah, this was the color here. So if we just try to fix it up, whoop, I think it should be okay. Just make sure we got a little bubble in there. Okay, so I'm gonna just put that there to let it get repaired a little bit. So next, all you would have to do is just let it dry a little bit longer, and then let's see if we can fill in those leaves as well. So let's get the nail polish back. Oh, there we go. There's a big hair on there. So let's see if we can just get that. Oh, not too bad. Actually, that's not too bad if it'll stay. This one's a little bigger, so I don't know if that's going to work so well, but we'll see. Yeah, it's tricky, all right. Yeah, definitely tricky. Okay, that's not too bad. Perfect. That is so cute, actually. It's really adorable. This reminds me of something that my grandmother might have had at her house. In fact, I think I'm getting deja vu because my grandma used to have like this fake flower thing, but it was all, I'm going to have to show this to my mom to see, because she had like these little plastic or glass, maybe, little flowers like this. Oh my goodness. Isn't it funny how the universe goes full circle sometimes, and things come back from what you saw in your youth type of thing. So this is super cute. The only thing I would do is maybe add a little something in the middle. And Peggy says, oh, that's all you do is fill it in. Yes. Yeah, well, it works with that, Peggy. It depends on the type, on the brand of nail polish, because some of them are more too liquidy. And some of the tutorials on YouTube say to actually put wood glue first, like a layer of glue first, but I like it with just the nail polish. And I think if it's small enough, it works. So Clarice says we can do the flowers first and then paint it. Yeah, I think you probably could. Yeah, maybe Clarice, you're right. Maybe do the flower first and then paint the petals after. And then you don't have to worry about them being 100% dry. So guys, let's see what we made. We actually accomplished a few things today, which is amazing. So, oh, and I just popped I did it again. I just popped the, that one there because it wasn't dry. So let's go back and fix that one a little bit too. So that's the trouble. When they're not dry, you can run into problems. So let's just fix that one up. There we go. Perfect. And I won't put it down because it's wet. So guys, this is what we made today. Tell me which ones are your favorite. Yvonne says they're all cute. Nice. So here's the one with just the wire. Here's the one with the daisy with the beads. And here's the one with just the nail polish. So let me know which is your favorite. And I'm going to flip the screen around so I can say goodbye. I'm going to bring these over here, and then I'll put pictures in the Facebook group. So let me just flip the screen. There we go. Perfect. Awesome. So yeah, I can't believe we actually did that. And next Wednesday is Christmas. So I might or might not do a live stream on Christmas. I'm going to be in town. I'm going to go see my family for New Year's. So I might do one. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to see. It depends on the timing, and I'll try to let you guys know in the community. But no pressure to come and watch me, because it's Christmas and you probably want to be with your families if you celebrate Christmas. And I just want to wish everybody a wonderful, wonderful holiday. Thank you, everybody, for being so supportive in the Facebook group, the Wire Art and Jewelry Makers Club. We have such an amazing time there. Rainey says, I'm working on Christmas and would have time to watch it probably. Cool, that would be awesome. Clarice says, they're all beautiful. And Rainey says, Merry Christmas. Yes, Merry Christmas to everybody. We'll see you every day in the Facebook group. As always, if ever you have any questions about jewelry making, selling on Etsy, materials, you can direct message me. You can ask questions in the group. And I wish you all a wonderful holiday season, and we will see you very soon. Bye.